Welcome back, guys, and today we are playing in Izzet control deck, and been playing around with this kind of like archetype a lot recently, and I've tried a burn version, and then right now we're going to be going out with the mill version, just because I think it gives you a nice it's like you can just sit there some games just burning out anything they play instead of having to actively try and force damage at them. But basically, the other version, I take out the tutelages and put in 2 firecraft and another fiery impulse. But generally means fairly straightforward. You just either mill. In this deck, it's mostly about the mill, but I mean you can. Chandra damage builds up very fast. You can throw a couple of rolling thunders at the face for 10, and then flash them back with Jace. And then yeah, I mean bunch of counter spells, burn, bit of card draw, and then one. Basically Archaeomancer, which is a decent body. We have the exile from the counter spells, so normally it's switched online, we'll counter something by turn 5, otherwise we're in trouble normally. And then 2 Hillians, just because a lot of our damage we're running 4 Twin Bolts and 3 Rolling Thunders, and all of that is divided damage, so you can get pretty tricky with that and just like nuke out, I don't know, like 3 Gideon tokens and then kill the Gideon itself or something like that. But yeah, we're just gonna be rolling into a match, and I don't know, I'm kind of like, right now it's kind of like bridging the gap with the kind of the mill / burn theme. But I think the mill's pretty good. You don't rely on the mill, but it's a win condition if it's there. And I've been away this last couple of days basically because my laptop decided to mess up, and the audio is all like beyond terrible, so I had to scrap. This is like my 4th attempt now, and to be honest, I could be talking to myself again for all I know. Messed around with a couple more settings after I looked on Google, and we're just going to roll with this to see how it works, as depressing as that sounds. So that's why I'm probably just not sounding too enthusiastic, and uploads will probably not be very frequent over this Christmas anyway. Probably been my last one before Christmas, because my birthday's in a couple of days, and then Christmas itself, so I think this is alright. We've got Twin Bolt, Sweeper, Scatter the Wind, it's pretty good. Ulamog's Reclaim is a dead card right now though, unless we draw a counter spell. But I'm honestly pretty happy with the board wipe here. This guy's red deck wins, that's going to be pretty good, because we got Twin Bolt and Radiant Flames. We do splash. I think we got 2, I can't think, off-color lands, just so this thing can potentially be X = 3. The Radiant Flames anyway. Just 2 lands. I mean, it's not like we rely on it, but it's nice if it does come off. It doesn't slow us down too much. I didn't even check this guy's rank. He's 16. I think I'm 31 now, yeah. So we've got Twin Bolt up, but we're not gonna Twin Bolt a Gatekeeper Vine. I really got not much to say really. I mean, it's been a week, I think, since my last video, which was satisfying. I'm glad this guy isn't time stolen. That's an elemental bond, that's interesting. It's one thing this deck doesn't have. We don't have any enchantment removal. We kind of completely rely on counter spells for that, on that department, of which we have 2 right now, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I mean, some of my losses have just been they've resolved a From Beyond just while I've been tapped out, and it's very hard to get around that, but then we can just counter the Ulamog. I don't see any point countering the second one. I'd rather just counter the creatures he tries to play from it or something. And then he's already got one on the field, so the damage is already done if I was going to counter one. But you don't really see Elemental Bond too much, so... Well, there's a win condition. So it's going to pass the turn though. Guy's Revenge just beats us here as well. I mean, granted we can go Disciple, and we'd have to pump Disciple up twice as well. But I don't know. I quite like Brutal Expulsion. That card's pretty good. That's kind of the... Okay, this guy's Mono Gatekeeper Vine, I see. I don't mind as long as I'm hitting land drops and feeling alright, especially as I'm sitting with 2 counter spells in hand. He's pretty much already out of cards, because I think he's got 2 lands in his hand right now. Should have been paying more attention there. As inspiration, that's good. So if this guy doesn't do anything this next turn, we can party on. Although I think we'd have to discard if we didn't hit land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go down to 6, 8. So yeah. Woodland Bellower? Never mind. Would have liked to have got the Awakened Land as well, because we've got the option, because we could have just X equal 2 for the Radiant Flames eventually. But what? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn again. Just keep 7 mana. If he does have a Plated Crusher, that thing needs to not resolve. It's moment of the truth now, though. Does he have the Guy's Revenge? And he doesn't. Good. Passes the turn to us. Inspirations. So like right now, if I hit a land and a Tutelage, that would probably be ideal. So there's the second Resounding Thunder. So what are we on? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to discard here. I mean, we could honestly just start throwing. If we keep hitting land drops, we have this. We have 2 Rolling Thunders, and we potential for a third with Ulamog's Reclaim. We've got a Twin Bolt. To be honest, at this point, I don't think this guy is going to have any more small creatures. I might just Radiant Flame just so I don't have to discard, because I think that's probably what I would throw away right now. So yeah. We get to keep the counter spell up as well. Hit a land drop. So I guess we kind of. How do we hit him with 3 here? We can 7 land. We got X equals 5. Next turn on Rolling Thunder. That has to get countered. Not something I'm happy countering, but we can't let him draw the cards and stuff. And he's clearly digging. But we're out of juice right now. That's not good. Honestly, I might just get my Disciple down, start trying to beat him down that way. He resolves something big here. We can just tap it down and then try and race him with Burn, I think, really. Disciple's going to be 3 damage most. Probably. He finds an Avaricious Dragon, so he's going to be discarding here. But he does draw 2 cards. That works, I guess, for him. I'm probably just going to Talon Time and try and find some more burn to throw at him. Depends what he does here. Swell of Growth to hit the land from his hand. He's going to be discarding anyway, there's no reason not to do that. And then an Acid Moss. So ideally I just want to keep land and burn really. Well, we got both there. I mean, the question is, do I take a... He's playing off the top of his deck right now. Do I take a Rolling Thunder to burn out his dragon plus then get in for more damage, which I think is probably what I do. I'm just going to tap out here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not ideally what I wanted to use my... But I mean, if he hits a land here, we're going to be able to get in a hell of a lot of damage. How many spells do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can actually make our thing 9 power, and then that'll pretty much just put him in Burn Rage right now. He's been off the top of his deck. What does he find? He is flooded out quite badly though. That's good. Fine with that. I might just pump this thing massively now, and then we can just try and burn him out. He is flooded out ridiculously. He had more than 60 cards actually, so I don't really know. But I'm just gonna pump this thing maximum while he's tapped out. I don't care tapping out here. I'm just gonna go, because then we got 3 Twin Bolts plus a Rolling Thunder, so getting as much damage as I can. Keep that one alive. I'm probably going to start doing the maths eventually on how much burn I have. See, this is what I was talking about. I think this deck's, with the mill version, you don't have to. It's not like you kind of switch off and go, right, well, there's no more mill. I mean, there's no more burn. This deck still can go at the face. So I'm going to see how much power we have right now, and then do the maths with the burn in my hand. Okay, so that's That's 7 right there, so that takes him down to 9. 9, 7, 5, 3, dead, so. Then, assuming he has a... I mean, we might as well just keep pumping here. I don't know why I'm thinking too much about this. We can just throw... You know, I'll keep the Rolling Thunder alive. No, there's no point. Screw it. And apparently I've used all my pauses for the day. I can't pause the game anymore. Yep. You can hear me pressing space, but I think it does that sometimes. If you've locked up the game too many times, it just kind of says no more for today. That's fair enough, but I think I overthought that way too much there. I do have six points of burn in my hand. I can tap down whatever he top decks. Although if he needs one big creature, okay, he didn't draw it. So, I mean, I don't really think that guy. Oh, that's beautiful with the twin bolts. I don't think he really. What did he find? One dragon. That was really it. We did counter a Bellower and a Revelation, so he didn't really get too screwed that much. Rolling Thunder for even, say. So that's why I don't like Elemental Plunge. I'd quite like the idea, but in the end of the day, it doesn't really do too much, and that's a lot of rewards right there. I've actually unlocked everything right now because of the 750 gold we got. That was my last packs, so yay me, I guess. I mean, what was my last pack? I think it was quite funny. I think I got like 3 Boiling Earths. And both Smothering Abominations were in my last 2 packs, which was interesting to say the least. Probably, I'd say, one of the funnest cards we got, in the sense that it just can get out of hand quite crazily. Like, you can end up drawing like 20 cards a turn if you really wanted to go down that route. But I haven't really thought about too much about it yet. And we're playing Yagharan, who's 8 ranks lower than me. And I'm on the play, which is nice. We've got some good counter spells, which I do. This is a keep. Hold up Talon Time and Horribly Awry. Hopefully we hit more land though, but Talon Time can find us that. This is actually pretty much ideal hand. Granted we don't have a win condition yet, but if you wanted early hand, this would be it. And he's going to be red deck wins, yep. So it looks like we're digging for Twin Bolts, which we run 4 of, Fiery Impulses, and Radiant Flames. So, I mean, I will counter a Mage Ring Bully or an Abbot if they come down. But most likely we're going to be seeing the standard Call the Full Moon. Looming Spires, I guess that works. And an Arsonist, not going to counter an Arsonist. I'd rather get my Talon Time off. We'll get hit for 3, but we need to hit land. Fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. Didn't want to really see three lands. But we're just going to be keeping up Horribly Ryan Spell Shrivel, I think. Basically, the red deck win matchup is actually really favourable for us, but we got a shit hand for it. Any deck that's running 4 Twin Bolts and a board wipe plus Fiery Impulses, it's a good matchup. It's just the end of the day. You can only run so many cards. I mean, there's so there's 3 lands off the top there, and we drew a Disciple of the Ring. But we'll have to counter something here if he goes crazy. Infectious Bloodlust. I'm going to counter it because it's going to be a problem later on. All of our removal, unless we draw one of our 2. I can't remember what it's called. The Izzet card, the new one. Either bounces the creatures. That thing's going to be a thorn on our side, and it slows them down. Next turn we can Inspiration and just keep digging, really. Okay, so that would have been 4 lands off the top in a row, because we bottomed one and we just drew another one right there. So I guess I said I wanted lands, and the game's providing. And this looks like he's more of a burn orientated deck. Could have countered that, I guess, but at this point I'm committed to just trying to find a border. I can put down Jace eventually, and then that will it wouldn't let me pause there. I was going to absolutely freak out. Okay, come on, any burn. Well, there's a Fiery Impulse, a bit late now. There's one of our off-curl lands. We'll play that just maybe to psych him out. That's 5 mana. Get Disciple down, start tapping down his stuff. But I think this turn I'm going to Jace. Keep up Horribly Arise and Fiery Impulse. We can... Let's pass the turn here. Hopefully he tries to aura something up. And then we can Fiery Impulse it in response. Although if he does target the Perilous Myr, that means we sacrifice a Jace for it. As Twin Bolt. See what he follows it up with. Exquisite Firecraft, okay. He's tapped out. Just gonna kill this thing. Went down to 9, 8, 7, 6. We're down to 4, that's not good. We can start tapping down his stuff with Disciple, I guess. Next turn. Tap down the Perilous Myr. Try and keep that thing tapped down for a long while. Yeah, this is not where we want it to be. Rolling Thunder, but we don't have double red. That would have been really nice, actually. Although, like I said, we're now in Exquisite Firecraft range, although he's playing off the top of his deck. There's another. Okay, so we're on 2 life now. I can't counter that. I'm just going to tap that Perilous Myr down. I mean, we have 4 turns where we can keep stuff tapped down. That hopefully digs us out of this somehow. Although we are on 2 life right now. I mean, I have to block. At this point, we don't have any life gain. And, yeah. I think we just found our early game burn a bit too late. Don't think we can really dig our way out of this. Tutelage. Might as well cast it. Tap down both his stuff, and then I'm gonna go like massive turbo mill. 50, 51. Treacherous Instinct, that's getting countered. If it'd let me zoom in on my card, thank you very much, game. He's just trying. I think he's just trying to burn out my. Because I mean, this is my last turn where I can tap stuff down now, and I will do it. Just because I don't know. I don't really know what I'm Hail Marrying for right now. Another red source, I can kill his things and then start attacking in, I guess. I'm on a red though, so I don't know, maybe we can mill him out fairly fast with the tutelage triggers. Twin Bolt, it's good as we're gonna get. We can Twin Bolt and then we can counter any of his spells, I think. We've got 2 things in the graveyard? No, we've got 1 spell in the graveyard, so actually Twin Bolt still just kills us. But I think he's holding land right now. We've got Keep Up Horribly Arise. It's not looking good though. What did we hit there on the mill? We have 2 Perilous Myr, I think. That was alright. Enthralling Victor, that's getting countered. Honestly, it's more getting countered just for fuel in our graveyard. 2 life is very low right now. Land. Probably just gonna keep that for the discard if he doesn't do anything. Okay. Down to 14 right now. And then we can ditch that land if he top decks land of his own. Should probably be keeping track of what he's milled. We got I don't know. Don't find a twin bolt, because you can actually pay for the twin bolt cast, and there's a Titan strength on my own creature because he wants to scry. I'm fine with that. We could potentially dig ourselves out of this. We've got the counter for any creatures that can burn us out. Okay, more land isn't good. Okay, hit him for 10 there. That's pretty good. What did we hit? There's a rolling thunder. So can we? Well, we're still missing double red. Well, no, now we got the thing. Okay, calm down, calm down. Okay, what the hell did we hit there? A lot is the answer. Okay, let's do the maths. Rolling thunder would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we have 7 lands, we have 5. That's 8 damage. He'd be dead next turn, but we'd be tapped out. So, but we do need the double red, so I'm going to be keeping that. I think I'm just going to, because we still only got, what have we got? Still only got two spells in there, which is not enough for top deck's twin bolt. So we might as well pump our guy up twice. And then I think we can go for the resounding thunder kill next turn. Although he could top deck Traitorous Instinct, I guess, but it's too late now, I'm committed. I want to end this game before he can burn us out. It's really the goal right now. So we hit him for 5. And then next turn we can hit him for 5 again, but we don't actually get him next turn. Unless we blow a Rolling Thunder right now. Just for enough damage. Okay, so we're going to blow it for 1, and that keeps up 2 mana. I think that evens him. Right, I'm going to do this maths. Okay, so we got 7 mana. Take him down to 8, and then Rolling Thunder next turn for 5. So yeah, this actually evens him. So, and it keeps our counter spell up if he draws a creature. That's my logic behind this. It might be stupid, but it means if he gets one dodgy top deck here, we win. And he does. Good. Okay, so victory is ours. Whew, I can't believe that was... I think I played that badly, but we got there. Got the double red. That was crazy though, we milled him for 10. I think that's the most I've ever milled for. Mobius in his last video milled for 14. I'm going to do my maths here, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we hit him for 5, so yes, he is dead. Off the Rolling Thunder. But that was crazy. I think I played that poorly. Make sure I click the right things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. And he left at the last second, fair enough. And yeah, so I'm actually going to call it an end there. I'm running low on time. And we hit 500 gold, which is a pretty good place to stop. Getting there, 33, climbing up the ranks. But yeah, so I mean, I'd like to say I might get 1 or 2 more videos most up before New Year's time, but I'm pretty busy and the house is fairly packed and stuff, so all I'm saying is that if you thought my upload schedule was sporadic before, you're going to be changed. And like I said, I could just be talking to myself right now. We're going to find out in approximately, I don't know, 10 minutes. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later.